Alrighty, here it is, the Object 279, the Soviet atomic tank or moon rover. Took me about 10 days to grind this one out. Wasn't playing 24/7, but still playing pretty consistently, and did take a bit to grind out. Bit of a big grind. This was made by the Soviet Union to survive an atomic blast. It was thought this tank could easily survive an atomic blast and be used again. It wasn't thought the crew would survive, but it was thought that, you could at least use it after it survived an atomic blast. Alright, the 279 is armed with a 130mm M65 cannon. This thing is a beast. It only has 2 rounds though, which is the BR482B, which is a monstrous lol pen round basically at its tier. 300, it's basically as much pen as the APF SDS at its tier. It'll pen pretty much anything, and once it pens, it's got 177 grams of explosive filler. You got this HE, you can maybe take 1 or 2 of this, but we all know how HE works in War Thunder, so probably not very well. It's also got a 14.5mm KPVT heavy machine gun, which is very nice for shooting up those like USH 405s, which, and little gas trucks and whatnot, which is quite nice. This thing has a lot of armor. A lot. Very angled, and yeah. Against its own round, the BR482B with 310 pen, as you can see, it's pretty well protected. It's got the usual Soviet drive hatch, weak point, cupola, but it does struggle when you start going against chemical rounds like the M456 heat round. As you can see, easily penned through pretty much anywhere on the vehicle. Some spots you will bounce, but it's unlikely that you'll die from one shot of heat, luckily, so you might be able to get a return shot off. But where you really start to suffer is against, say, like Type 74 with APSDS. That's not going to go well for you. That's a kill shot right there. Hull down, you might have some options, but yeah, so hull down, you probably is your best bet if you're getting up tier in this thing. Try to stay hull down. You got a pretty low silhouette when you hull down. You got 5 degrees of gun depression, not the best, not the worst. So you can give that a go. Alright, so internal, you don't want to take too much ammo. I take about 15 rounds. That pretty much fills this up and this up. That pretty much makes so all this is gone and all this stuff's here gone. So less chance to be ammo racked. You got your 3 crew on the turret and 1 driver down here. This breach though will absorb a lot of shrapnel. I've shot here with APF SDS. It's gone through and done nothing to the loader, and driver has been able to drive behind cover. As you can see the weird transmission they had designed so that it could come down vertically here. It's got their fuel tanks down here in this track pylon thing. If these fuel tanks get set on fire though, it has an automatic FPE system. You don't even need FPE unlocked, and it will automatically put out the fire. You don't have to use your FPE at all. It doesn't use up your FPE either. Now this tank is relatively mobile. It can go 55 kph forwards and 18 kph backwards. Not sure what that is in miles per hour. It's got a mass of 60 tons, and stock it's got 448 horsepower, which isn't bad for a 60-ton tank. It gets moving pretty fast. It's also got a stabilizer, so when you are moving at those speeds, it can go pretty well. I think it also does get basic night visions and a rangefinder. And as you can see, we'll take it into a quick test drive, and you'll be able to see the mobility and the stabilizer. As you can see, it's pretty decent acceleration. It's got pretty good stabilizer, and easily kills a leopard. A1A1. So yeah, it's pretty mobile. It does struggle when it comes to the turning though. Straight line backwards it's mobile, but turning, yeah, you're gonna struggle. As you can see, the reverse speed, it accelerates to it pretty fast, and it's about 17-18 kph. which is lovely for a Soviet vehicle. But yeah, let's get into a battle. Hopefully we can get into a battle and see if it was worth the grind. Let's get into it. Just chilling there. He's gonna be hard.
Attack the B point.
Second repair, that's not the best, not the worst. Oh, there's another tank for that.
We no longer have the advantage.
I don't know, it's 255. Alright then.
Attention to the designated grid square.
There's that mouse boy. Get track. Let's see how this happens. Oh, I just got two. Haha. Oh, two of them in one shot. Something's got on my horses. Got that MG. Noticing he can itself in the dark side, so he's trying to aim for that. Let's see if we can get some sort of range there. 600? Always one thing. change the ammo. Oh my god, there's a lot of tanks back there. Holy moly, there's some tanks back there. Okay, what is that? It's 260 something. Let's go to Castillo's. Oh, that was a bad 1.5 in this one. Start the decap. Why do we have an IGO code? Seriously? My shell is like bigger than his gun.
Just keep it up. In victory we are.
Now pull out, big boy. Oh my god, who smoked? Seriously? Don't. Oh my god. I can't see. This is not a good idea to smoke. I think I saw something move there. Oh my god. If you guys hadn't have smoked, I would not been in this. Is that one down? Why don't smoke on capture point? You need to be able to defend it. Far out. How'd that not go through that?
Another zone captured. We have the
Oh, that's GG.
Stop smoking! For God's sake!
Alrighty, well, that was a pretty good battle. We got 6 kills and an assist. Allied team sort of put us down a bit there with the smoke. It's not a bad battle. Too bad. And a good amount of research. Would I recommend you buy the Object 279? Yes. This thing is amazing. From its great armor to reasonable mobility, stabilizer, a monster gun with a monster round. You know, its survivability, its fuel tank, auto FP with those fuel tanks. You know, it's pretty good. Is it worth the grind? I'd say definitely. It's a great tank. As you can see, I've had 4 battles in it, and I've had 14 kills. So, it's quite a capable tank. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up. I'd definitely say it was worth the grind. Yeah. Alrighty guys, catch you next time. Comment, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.